Hi, wonderful people. It is Mark here from Not Defining, your friendly everyday bisexual. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much. Today, I want to talk about being biromantic. How do you know if you're biromantic? This is something that comes up a lot with clients, a lot with wonderful Patreons, and all of you wonderful people online. We often have this question of, okay, well, I'm sexually attracted to the same gender and a different gender. So I'm pretty sure that maybe I'm bisexual in some way, but am I biromantic? Would I really like to be romantic with the same gender? Would I really like to go on a date with someone of the same gender? Would I really like to have a relationship? And this can be really difficult. So I'm going to give you a suggestion of how you might understand whether you might be biromantic or not. So here's the thing. Being romantic towards somebody, what we have to understand is, what does romantic actually mean? And the beauty of it is that there's no set definition. So it's for us to understand, for us to define what romantic means to us. So what I would suggest doing is take a piece of paper and write down, what is romantic? What is romantic? Does it involve going on a date? Does it involve feeling strong feelings? Does it involve being in love? Does it involve giving flowers and candlelit dinners? Like, what is romantic for you in general? And then look down that list, okay? And imagine to yourself, could I see myself doing that with someone of the same gender? Okay, so that's the first step. The second step is think to yourself, what would I feel, what would I do, how would I be if being LGBT was as accepted as being hetero? If I was born into a world where being queer was absolutely fine, how would I have grown up? How would I have interacted with people of the same gender? This is really important because a lot of us, we can't deny our sexual attractions, right? They're just there. But we often say to ourselves, oh, well, I wouldn't actually want to go out with someone of the same gender, because we haven't been conditioned to actually know what that would feel like. We haven't been brought up in a society that gives us a model for how that would look. Okay? And that's why I say, think about what romance is to you, okay? Because it might not be the same as the romance that somebody else feels is romance, yeah? So just think through, how would I be without heteronormativity, without biphobia, without internalized homophobia, without, all of these things. The next thing I would suggest for you to do is think about, okay, this is what I define as romance based on my conditioning. Okay, now think about what romance might mean with somebody of the same gender. And the most important thing to recognize in this is that your feelings towards people of the same gender may well be very different to that of the different gender, okay? And that's completely okay. So if you're a guy, your romantic attractions towards another guy might be completely different. Okay, you might not want to buy him flowers because he might not want flowers, whereas you might buy a woman flowers. Yeah? These kinds of things. So just because it's not exactly the same as your conception of romance doesn't mean that you're not biromantic. Here's how I think about it. Think about your physical feelings, okay? What do you feel physically, right? And you can go into that. How do I feel? Do I want to have sex with a person? Do I feel sensually close to them? Do I feel physically excited when they're around me? Do I fantasize? Do I watch adult content with the same gender? All of that. Okay, so you can write all of that down. That's your physical side. That's your bisexual side, if you want to put it that way. Okay? And then think to yourself, okay, is there anything else? Right? Is there anything else that I'm missing that I feel towards people of the same gender? And if there is, try and write down what those things are. Okay? So it might be affection, it might be intimacy, it might be I like being around, but whatever it is, just really feel into that and try to just write down what unphysical things you feel. Now here's the most important part. Look at the two sides of your paper. Do you ever feel for people of the same gender something from both sides? Okay, so do you feel like physical sensuality with affection? Right? Do you feel sexual fantasy, but there's a kind of intimate or warmth or some kind of closeness or something involved in that fantasy? Right? Do you feel any kind of physical attraction with those other attractions? If you do, and it doesn't have to mean this, but if you do, it may be that you have some biromantic elements to your sexuality. Okay, because when we have that physical intimacy with the romantic intimacy, I mean, that's what it is, right? You've got it right there. There are some people, of course, who don't have any physical feelings towards the same gender, but they do have what they would call romantic feelings. And so how do we work this out? What I would say is think about your feelings towards people of the same gender. Okay? Think about how you feel and write that down, or just think it through. Then think about your friends. Okay, so think about somebody who is a friend, someone who you definitely don't feel romantic or sexual attraction to. Okay, are these feelings somewhere over and above how you feel for that friend? Okay, is there something more that you haven't felt towards that friend? Okay? Because with a friend, we can feel love. We can feel affection, intimacy, or excitement to see them. All kinds of wonderful things we can feel with a friend. So think about that friend and how you feel, and then think, okay, these things that I feel for these people of the same gender, are they in addition to? Yeah? Would I feel strange if I was feeling this towards that friend? And if the answer is yes, then it may be that those are what we might term as romantic feelings. Okay? So, what do you think? This is just my kind of ideas. It's just something to provoke thoughts and to hopefully help you to come to understand what's going on for you. At the end of the day, if you feel you are biromantic or you feel that you're not, that's what you are, or that's what you're not. It's completely up to you. And again, if you would like to come and meet other bisexual, biromantic, aromantic, asexual, questioning people of all different walks of life, and if you would like to speak with me on a daily basis, and join our group chats, then please come and check out our Patreon. It is patreon.com/notdefining. We would love to see you there. If you would like to find out how you can tell if you are bisexual, okay, rather than biromantic, check out this video because I give a bit of a guide to that. Anyway, thank you for listening, and I love you so much. Have a great day. I will see you soon. Bye for now.